luôn tụi mình chờ tụi mình chủ bé tụi mình tú lú về bố chỉ cả một xí lên bố nhớ trẻ nè mình giúp bố đi luôn có thấy video của bố cơ tôi tỏ nói tụi mình tú giờ bé là chở một xí tụi mình xài chọn stay hay
路上呢，路上没看到，路上老，一般人凶，一般人最凶。哦，聖路維啦。
St. Louis River
哦，都跳過海哥喲。路電哈，
路電出啦 ！Oh my god！
路電有冇？
呢個手睇啊，呢個睇咁樣嘅，不過佢唱住個俾睇得得嘛？你這邊 enter， 你是什麼這樣嘅呀？呀，佢呢邊 enter 路牌嘛？你不會牛啊？
我拍片呢？
拍喏，俾睇嘅。
拍緊鏡咯。
拍緊啦，嗱，喏哈，我都冇。
拍緊鏡啦。nó là bé tôi từ này lúc đèn á bé tôi giờ một chụp hình từ lui bé tôi từ lúc đèn này nhớ này lúc khát thần nữa nè steak pork
họ cái bó tập bó bún bà bé chưa nhớ nó sao có bài hữu bé có về ha bé bó này cứ nhìn kia đi chả hả đi mua chả là kia mua chả là kia ô lỗ đi đâu có tao chả là kia không có chả bắt đi sao ta tôi đâu về chả kia nó mua về nó sao mua chua cho chả là kia nó hả tức khó nói chả là kia nhá có tiền
nó nói sang thì vẫn thích cầu nên sẽ phải những cái trâu nó nói bé tôi chỉ dễ dễ bên tủ luôn ít là cái mong bên thử luôn nè cái tôi chỉ bên thử luôn cái tôi sáng lên nữa cái tôi có xíu để nó từ sinh khói đi vào rồi nhỏ bé kiểu là chun luôn nữa sẽ tôi này chúng ta mới kẹt lỡ mà chúng ta cho nên chủ là mua tụi nó lấy chả như gọi là được lấy chỉ chốt chả là được lấy một chút là xem khơi rồi chỉ bảo đã lúc trên đun này này đun một lần cho nó cái nó có muốn trả ta nữa là liên quan tới bao nhiêu là tên lên là mà giờ đã lúc trên này lên lúc này chun chun sáng thì là mà lúc này chỉ trong luật lệ chỉ trong đó muốn chơi là cho lâu thấu lên nữa trên nó chơi lên tiêu luật lệ trâu tao hậu lát lệ chơi cơ tao trồng trên nó
Now that you're older. Wow. Daqui já me caga no chão. Daqui é bom no chão.
đã lúc trên đun một
chế cho nên nó mới chế cho nên người ta đi ham mới được là chế được là việc mấy xa à cố lên mà
còn nó cái này trời của cái nó hai rồi bây giờ toàn lo rồi của hai rồi để phát sườn này
是chuẩn备把我们等上去哦
有
我自己都给nó sợ
เป็นผู้มุดเล่ห่อสิผู้นี้ชอบเป็นผู้มุดเล่ห่อ
sao lúc bắt chùa à
ผู้เชี่ยวก็เชี่ยวจัดเล่ห่ออยู่
cái lâu lẽ phải có lúc đấy chỉ tao phải có lúc chỉ tao hẹn
ไม่เห็นถึงเนาะ
lúc có
มันน่ะเห็นติ่ง
cái bộ con đi bé nói vậy ta là uống mà nhất tân chọn nó ha
อ๋อของลิ้นหล่อ
chỉ lệ đó
ครับฟูของลิ้นหล่อ
just stay house just right there look yeah it's just a walk right there you can đi rồi bên nó mỏi đến nó lúc con không
à thì lúc đó cứ lúc bé mùng chạy u luôn ăn rồi
เล็บเขียวเขาเนี่ยตัว
chào
nói lúc sáng lên từวันที่เก่าชอบพันกับเจ้าเนี่ยนอนจะเชี่ยวจ้องอย่าเป็นตัวใช้เอโซอย่าเป็นถุลูกนะนั่นเป็นสกัดเลยตัวใช้เป็นยูมิกาตัวใช้นะชิปเอาแต่ผมมองตัวนะเป็นสีเป็นตัวใช้ละเป็นถึงเช็ดตัวอยู่ก็ใช้ตัวละเดี๋ยวเช็ดตัวเด็ดตัวใช้เอโซเนี่ยนู่นเป็นตัวใช้เอโซย่องยานอยู่ก็ใช้ละตอนนี้ทีมของเราจ้องเนี่ยไม่บุเชนดาวน์จ้าตอนนี้ตัวใช้เอโซจะใช้โนต้าเดี๋ยวฉันยังหงยังเดี๋ยวรู้ยังนั่นตัดจีเดี๋ยวรู้ยังนั่นตัดรูปตัวตอนนี้ตัวจงจะไปยิงตัวที่เบียร์บตัวใช้เอโซนะตอนนี้ตัวใช้จงมันนะมองเจจิปอแต่ผมมัวนี่เธอผมว่าจงตัวเป็นอะไรสิเป็นเจเป็นอีปั๊มมองฮะเป็นชิตาขาแต่เป็นตัวใช้ไรอ๋อแต่สิมาเป็นผู้สั่งกับมัวเองถึงมองฮะแต่สินี่นะเป็นชิบุเลยตัวยังรู้ตียังรู้ตีนี่เจอตัวยออาร์มี่แล้วชิปอมาริงแล้วชิปอนะ
The team today taking great pride in flying in our American flag, and they do so with the dignity and the respect that it deserves, effectively because it is flown under canopy. It is considered that of a banner, but know that every effort will be made to ensure it does not touch the ground any longer than it needs to.
Hold this one.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are within the sound of my voice and you are able, if you would, please stand, remove your caps and come to attention as we welcome Joy Dahlberg in the singing of our national anthem.
National anthem, let's go on.
Can you see by the dawn's
What so proudly we held, and never yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, most prolific and important military fighter jets of all time. Representing the 5 men and women, tightly turned without losing airspeed is critical in the air-to-air dogfight arena, or dogfighting, otherwise known as air combat maneuvering, or ACM. And now it's time for some serious noise. Over 29,000 pounds of thrust being generated per aircraft. From the left, it's the sound of freedom from the Minnesota Air National Guard and the Bulldogs. I present to you the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Allowing for the back seater at the rear. The F-16 carries 11 of weapons specialism right here to their hometown of Duluth. On behalf of the 148th Fighter Wing and the Minnesota Air National Guard, we hope you've enjoyed this brief display by the Bulldogs at their F-16 Fighting Falcons. For more information, you can visit them online at 148.ang.af.mil. Our thanks to the Minnesota Air National Guard's 148th Fighter Wing for their support and participation in the 2026 Duluth Air Show, presented by Essentia Health and Members Cooperative Credit Union. Treat it was to see the F-16s approach for us today and do a series of passes. And you may have noticed when those aircraft touched down that they kept the nose wheels up for as long as possible. And it's not so much just a cool wheelie as it is that of a technique that's called aerodynamic braking. They actually use the airframe and the fuselage to slow the aircraft down, and it helps reduce the wear and tear on the airframe and the brakes. What a way indeed. Burdix, Miners Super One Foods, Waste Management, the Sheraton Hotel, the City of Hermantown, Blackwood Grill, the 148th Fighter Wing, Renewal by Essentia Health and Members Cooperative Credit Union would like to thank all of our sponsors and partners for helping us host the largest air show in Minnesota. Please join us in thanking Essentia Health, Members Cooperative Credit Union, Lakeshore Ice, the Holiday Inn and Suites downtown Duluth, Circle K, the Comfort Inn, the Hampton Inn, Canal Park Lodge, Lake Superior College, True by Hilton as well. Cirrus Aircraft has been a longtime partner of the Duluth Air Show. The efforts here in our community. And Austin, we were talking a little bit earlier offline. Investment with Cirrus in the show is the ability to actually come pick up our air boss, Grant Klein, and he lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. Myself at Indianapolis. So they ended up picking us up in the Cirrus jet back Thursday, and I think Brad and I had a conversation when we flew about an hour and a half later. We were on 500 in Duluth. It was a pretty cool way to fly.
Yeah, it's really a time machine. Save a lot of time. Being in the air driving, it's more comfortable, easier, more relaxing.
Well, we're going to watch now as the pilots, that of Rob Lemure, Dawson Boyd, and Adam Ryers work to reposition around. There are going to be a couple of parade laps for you here today. And I want to talk again a little about the SR-22, of course, the piston-driven propeller aircraft up there. 310 horsepower. Continental IO550 powers the airplane and cruises at about 183 knots, which compared to some other GA aircraft is really darn good. And it's a really good-looking airplane as well as under the hood features some fine avionics. Inbound now from the left, this is of course one of the newest products from our friends at Cirrus. It's the SF-50, the Vision Jet. Inbound now from the left, the SR-22, which has a range of close to around 1,000 nautical miles. You can fly from right here in Duluth and just get about anywhere in the continental United States in one of those. Rob Lemure is the pilot for us today. Vision Jet will be back into the box next, and it's powered by a Williams FG33 turbo.
If you look overhead, you'll see each jumper has a foil flag under their canopy. The flags being jumped in today are the Army flag, the Navy flag, the Air Force flag, the Space Force flag, and the Coast Guard flag. Leading in are passing jumpers from Mayo Pack, New York, with 861 jumps, shouting out his family and taking in the Army flag. Please welcome Master Sergeant Rob Duluth. Coming in hot from Los Angeles, California, with 1,100 jumps, carries the Marine Corps flag. Give it up for Tech Sergeant Charles Perez. Now entering the airstrip from Colonytown, Maryland, with 600 jumps, shouting out his wife Kirsten and bringing in the Navy flag. Put your hands together for Staff Sergeant Patrick Mojica. Let's make some noise from Vacaville, California, with 770 jumps, flying our United States Air Force flag. Give a warm welcome to Major Zachary Switch Helton. Up next, from Fort Collins, Colorado, with 730 jumps, shouting out his fiancée Nicole Tatro, displaying the Space Force flag. Let's hear it for Cadet First Class Pablo Lopez Maeda. Our final jumper from San Antonio, Texas, with 738 jumps, shouting out bow-heading, happy birthday, displaying the Coast Guard flag. Put your hands together for Cadet First Class Zach
Aircraft and enables the airplane to land as short as some 1,400 feet. With the wheels touching down, the pilots will quickly reverse the pitch of the propeller blades, turning the thrust from backwards to forward, making a tremendous amount of braking force very rapidly. For over 55 years of flying the C-130.
Là một từ không? Tờ to đó.
They gonna land with the dude on top.
So how old are you? You're 12? You live in Minneapolis? Okay. If you want to join the Civil Air Patrol program, you get 5 hours of flight time for free. That booth over there, they'll tell you how to join if you want. You're part of the, you live in Minneapolis, you said? Whereabouts? That airplane, huh?
Nó luôn nhau hỏng cái tất thao tút cho tao lọt thả anh chàng là sao hả? Nên để hả nên lúc này nó hả thôi lấy tút cho hả thôi lấy thằng hả thôi lấy nhiều hộp hả che hả nên lúc hình nó nè sáng này sáng tự nó có tiền
But I wonder when if he's in here because I can come up here.
tên cho chợ trên là chơi cái chơi những
Tan cho giờ phải nói cho tôi sẽ nhớ hồng giang ơ. Chả nhớ hồng nhớ tàu u, chả nhớ hồng giang, tàu u nhớ hồng gì đó tàu giang được. Bé tính hồng sẽ lùa. Cú bé tính hồng sẽ lùa. Nhớ hồng giang chi cho lú ta nó cho tàu lú chả nhớ hồng. Chê tàu nói cho nó phải tôn chê. Cho nó phải cái bộ tôn chê sẽ nhớ hồng nữa. Đâu rồi ta lại. Ít plan thâu plơ bó. Tàu u bố bê u luôn một chỗ bê tên nữa. Đó xí mà. Giờ tôi cho nên tàu lâu xưa. Lúc đấy chơi nó mà thì tàu lâu chỗ thật ta lấy tôi đã khó lên nói giờ. Tê giờ tê xí đi tôi nên dùng nhỏ nên tàu lâu nhỏ xem mà nên tàu lâu cái tôi có xí nó mà nên tàu lâu không có.
mong chị mua tụ của bông
Nên tàu lâu gì mua cho chơi bộ mua chỉ bộ xe nô nên tàu lâu.
nên tự lại em nhỏ có mua cầu tự lên nên người tự lên có khít lúa thì cái chim mấy tụ bông
Để u nổi giờ lộ phai không có giờ nhớ hồng chị giang sâu. Ok bye.